Hello my YouTube family and welcome back to another camp rating video. I just want to thank you all for everybody who's been watching my videos. I really appreciate it. Without further ado, let's move on to the camp ratings today. Okay, here we are at chnavpfans, I guess. chnavpfans camp. Let's take a look around. Let's see what we've got. It's all closed by a fence, I see. I guess it's supposed to be a back patio with porta potty inside. There's just not really much here. There's the vendor, another vendor, but like, there's not really a whole lot of build complexity. They put a whole bunch of turrets, but there's no interior rooms, there's no wallpaper, there's no wall decoration. They just threw everything in. So that's gonna hurt the score a little bit. Long hallway over here, which comes out. See, everything, it's just an empty structure with a ton of defenses that just honestly really aren't needed. Like, you're not gonna run into anything that massive. Let's see. We got generator area here, and then a little area here that's looks like it. Looks like the switch should control it, but I can't seem to get it to work. I guess not very much in there. Let's move upstairs and see what we've got up here. Again, just a lot of empty area. The building itself wraps around and is kind of interesting, but there's no decoration to it. There's nothing that really makes this exciting to look at. Yeah. I guess we'll move down to the shelters and see what we got down there. And it's empty. Awesome. So, don't think we're gonna pick up any points here. Let's look around and see if there's anything I'm missing. Does it link off? I put in a conference room. So that's about it. Great. Yeah, and I'm not seeing any other shelters, so I think we can go make a determination on this camp. Okay, chnavpfans camp. So we're gonna go with a score of 3.75. Hey, how's it going? I'm rating your camp. I'm giving you a 3.75, man. The problems being, it's empty. You got a cool building, and I like how you wrapped it around the features that are here, the trees and all that. But there's nothing inside here. There's no decorations or anything, man. So yeah, 3.75. And then you have no shelter. You only have the quarters, but there's nothing in those. So, yeah, man. The building itself is real nice, but you gotta work on the decorations, dude. So 3.75 for this camp. Okay, here we are at eVoipTV's camp, and I can already see we have some floating issues. Oh man, that's gonna dock some points right there. Yeah, definitely some terrible floating problems here. Trying to see what the point of this little area is. There doesn't seem to be anything here. Yeah, so far not good. Let's see what we have up here. Acid extractor, water purifier, collectron, and then Beckett's little thing, and a huge garden. Here's a little vendor area, and then inside, just all the workbenches crammed into a room. And then a little living room with a bunch of displays, but I mean, it's just kind of real void of any personality. It's just things clumped together. Again, if you want to make a decent camp, you gotta forego a lot of these turrets up here. Because they eat your budget like crazy. The plants eat your budget like crazy. And the display cases eat your budget like crazy. So you gotta use them sparingly. And usually try to put them in after you've already decorated your camp. That way you can make the camp you want. And then just put in what you need after. So I think we've seen everything to see here. Is there any sort of shelter? I'm not seeing anything. So I guess we can give this camp a score right now without any of the shelters. Let's calculate up the score and I'll be right back. Okay, so after careful consideration, I've decided to give this camp a score of 2.75. Yeah, so it's floating. The build complexity isn't there. It's a square box that's floating. And then he put a little walkway down here that, once again, is just floating. So that's gonna kill the score right there. Then inside, like, there's no real personality, there's no build complexity, it's just a box with 2 rooms. And there's just really nothing here. So, yeah. Then without any shelters, you can't pick up any points there, so we're gonna go with a total of 2.75. Okay, here we are at the camp of geomoose. Let's take a look around. Well, we came in on a platform over the water. Bunch of purifiers all locked up. Generator, collection, thank you, I will take those. Oh, some unlocked purifiers. Wait, let's continue on. Upstairs. Definitely could use some sort of railing here. Locked on the inside. Little vendor area inside the dome. I mean, in general, it's not bad. It's just could use a little more. You can see inside. There's no wall decoration or anything. So while it's decent, it's just not amazing. Let's move upstairs. And of course, this is where all the budget went on a farm up here. Plants take a ton of build budget. You can easily chew up your build budget real quick. I'm a fan of this generator. I really like it. Unfortunately, it's huge and only produces 12, so I don't use it very often, but I like the aesthetic of it. Okay, so I think we've seen everything up here. Let's move downstairs and continue on with the vaults. Okay, in the utility room, let's see what we've got. Some flags, a basketball hoop, a couple things thrown on the wall. And in here, this is a nice little room. A little disappointed with what's out here, but in here is pretty decent. Little living room area, little game room area, I guess, music area, conference room area. I mean, so this is all fairly decent in here. You got the bathrooms, little bed. So definitely pick up some points with this. just being held back by what's in here. And unfortunately, I don't think I'm seeing any other shelters. Let's see, is there anything around here? No, that's it. So, I guess we can move back up to the top side and give it a final score. Okay, we're back topside in geomoose's camp. The topside I decided to give a 3, and the shelter I gave a 7, so putting those together, rounding the nearest quarter, we're going to give this camp a total of 3.75. I didn't see any clipping problems or any real floating issues. The only problem was just like the real use of space and overall design. There's no real decoration inside, the walls are bare, there's no wallpaper or anything, and like railings could be added here just to finish off and give it that more finished look. Other than that, it really wasn't a bad camp, just wasn't quite there. So again, total score of 3.75. Okay, that's all I have for today. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And have a wonderful day out there in Appalachia.